Attack of the show. I'm Kevin Prairie. It is so good to see you.
So good to see you, Kev.
Yeah, so good to be seen, Candace Bailey.
Of course. I am Candace Bailey.
Amazing?
Yeah.
It's amazing for both of us. The CD.
Oh,
That's me.
We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles.
Who wants a big show today?
I
do. Are you sure you want a big show? I don't know if you can. I mean, if you're ready for a big show, we'll give you a big show.
Show.
Well, on the show today, Jim Parsons is here from The Big Bang Theory. Ladies, the guy may seem like a nerd on TV. I'm telling you, in real life, he's gonna break your heart.
Aww.
We'll put it back together, though. He's really sweet.
Oh,
and then he'll shatter it again. And send you photos of the moment when he shattered your heart.
Oh, that's horrible.
Who would do that? Plus, today's Indie Games is for anybody that loves solving puzzles. You know? And not like not the liquor before beer ones. The real puzzles. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Great.
Smell what you're stepping in.
What?
You know, smell what you're stepping in. Catching what you're throwing.
Scratching what I'm itching?
I guess.
Great.
I never heard that one. And then AOTS rookie Kelly Beckett checks out the cutting-edge music tech on display at NAMM. Including, it is awesome, an iPad drum machine and a portable recording studio called Beat Thang. No jokes,
Beat
Kevin.
Thang. What is this? Something called Beat Thang. Why is that funny? I don't get it at all. Beat Thang. I don't get a joke.
And Chris Gore connects with Liam Neeson and the director of The Gray. If you like seeing wolves get punched, this movie is for you.
Aww.
Sorry, PETA.
Oh, PETA loves that stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure they don't.
As long as you don't kill the animal, PETA's fine. You could punch a cow all day long. You can waterboard a gorilla. They don't really care. They're totally fine.
I'm pretty sure
as long as you don't make boots out of them, they're fine. And all's forgiven if you pose naked in front of one of the animals that you eat. Isn't that PETA? No?
I don't know what you're talking about,
No, that's
Kevin.
what they do.
But before we get rolling, we know you can't wait for the headlines.
I cannot. Well, actually, correction. I can. I can't wait to see Sarah Underwood.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Sup?
Sup, Kev?
That's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna keep
10 years. Well, we're like 9 years and like 300 days, I think, into it.
I'm not counting. 370 left.
Coming up, the feed is overheating with rumors of a new Xbox being prepped for next year. Yeah, and Walmart wants to help you sell your harebrained inventions. I'll have all the details later in the feed.
Love it.
Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you,
You're
welcome.
Looking very pretty today.
Any crazy inventions?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I have a great idea. I do.
Hold on, let me strap myself in.
No, I'm not telling you.
Oh, you're not?
No, because then one of them will steal it. Sorry guys. You're just gonna have to wait for it till it comes out of Walmart.
Aim high, Candace Bailey.
High. To the sky. All right, at least 5 funny things happened on the web today.
We'll be the judge of that. That's our job. We're gonna go around the net. I gave you.
No, you never gave me that. You never gave me that invention.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Kevin owns, what do you own? The name.
I don't want to say the name because
you're not going to say it. Kevin owns the name of the invention I came up with.
Right. Somehow it's her invention, yet I bought the name ages ago. That's
It was my invention ages ago. It's just weird.
Lady
It's
logic.
just weird.
Let's do this around the net thing.
We begin with a child having a wonderful time on a lawsuit-inducing fairground slide.
Hey kid, you gotta look out for the dragon shout.
Dragon shouts can hit as hard as fists.
If you are a child that's being knocked to the ground or know of a child that's being foos du rod, or use your thum to speak up.
Love the fair.
I love that people trust their kids on slides and on the roller coasters put together by people they would never trust their kids around normally. That's the most ironic thing about the fair.
I guess it is. But you just don't think about it at that time. It's just so fun. October 19th through October 30th every year.
Are you promoting a fair right now?
So excited to go to the fair. No, I got butterflies in my stomach. I would skip gymnastics, and me and a bunch of my friends would go. And it was so fun. I love it. I wish I could go right now.
That's so did you get into knife fights with other locals there?
No,
or like,
I rode all the rides, and I got funnel cakes and all the fun fair stuff. The zipper. Yeah, not the Gravitron.
Oh, I thought the zipper was like a windowless van behind the funnel cake stand. And some dude named Wolf with like checkerboard tattoos on his neck let you in for a free ticket.
You would think that.
I don't speak from experience. I'm just curious. What was your experience then at the fair? Then you had the funnel cake, you had the games. Did you ever win anything cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, y'all, I won a rabbit at the fair. It was where you throw the balls into the fish bowls. And we took the rabbit home and we named it Lucky. And it died a week later.
What?
But it was lucky. It was lucky because it got to spend that last week of its life with us.
It's lucky that it was able to check out, yes. I got it.
Today's number 4 item comes with the presidential seal of approval.
Look, during last night's State of the Union address, President Obama made a lot of bold statements. But I think the biggest chance that he took was with a joke about streamlining business regulations.
We got rid of one rule from 40 years ago that could have forced some dairy farmers to spend $10,000 a year proving that they could contain a spill because milk was somehow classified as an oil. And with a rule like that, I guess it was worth crying over spilled milk.
That one.
No, I'm not at all. I'm sorry, Mr. President, but I must insist on a seldom used procedural maneuver.
With a rule like that, I guess it was worth crying over spilled milk. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, that was our duty as Americans.
It was. I love the
that
pale
made us
face.
giggle. All right, coming in at number 3 today is a video of a teeny tiny infestation.
This homeowner thought she heard a squeaking noise coming from underneath her roof tiles. Turns out she wasn't drunk or crazy. In my roof. Oh.
I feel like you're the kind of person that would collect bats, like a hoarder. Like you would just.
I'm so sure I'm a hoarder.
Yeah, for bats or bunnies or whatever it is you got hopping around your place. Why do you hate bats? What's wrong with bats?
They're scary and they like eat you and.
Bats don't really eat.
No, okay. When I was in Mexico, it was Halloween, spooky enough. Right?
Mexico is scary year-round. Like, damn, they'll murder you no matter what costume you're wearing. The cartel doesn't care.
It was super spooky because it was Halloween, and I was walking down the street, and there was this big old tree over a restaurant, and people were just sitting out there eating bats, like 50 of them at least, just flying everywhere around the people.
Teeny tiny sombreros and little guitars.
Why are you taking this seriously?
Because they're bats. They don't eat people.
They don't. You have to be scared. Bats can like get in your hair and get tangled and stuff. They're terrifying. Yeah, my dad always warned me when I was little, like, if bats come, cover your head. They'll get in your hair and get caught and scratch you.
See, that's even scarier. So they'll kill you and they'll get caught in your hair.
All right, I stand corrected. Bats are scary. I'm sorry. I have short hair.
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
Our number 2 video features a pretty slick ski trick.
An attempt at a pretty slick ski trick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yo, you all right?
That was a rare and often unexpected triple coat check. He landed it. Perfect.
Looks like somebody used the wrong ski pole.
We cut back from that clip too soon.
Did we?
Yeah, they were having fun on the motorboat, and then there was
us in here?
some bridge footage. I wonder what else was there. Still ahead, folks. There is something in the woods. Yeah.
Learn the horrifying truth in our #1
Oh, really?
ATM.
Okay. Yes. Listen, in at #1 today, you've probably seen a lot of fake found footage of, horror movies. They try to make it look like it's a real thing. It's not.
But this one, involving something hiding in the woods, is real. Hey, Dale. Hey, Dale. Yep.
Blood-curdling screams.
Why was he running like that?
Listen, cows are just like bats. They can get caught in your hair. Incredibly dangerous creatures. You never know.
I never knew that.
You didn't need that grief. Very, very deadly animals. Listen, fun fact, the Chinese do things differently. All right? It's just truth. For instance, their drywall is poison. That's fun.
They also celebrate New Year on their own calendar. And right now they're celebrating the Year of the Dragon, which is relevant to the interests of Sir Jeremy of the Dragon Corner.
I don't claim to understand the Chinese calendar, but I do know this. It's officially the Year of the Dragon. So, I did a Bing search to see what I could learn about this probably awesome time measurement. Let's see here. Year of the Dragon is favorable for the establishment of family, the birth of a healthy and smart children. Uh-oh. Hey, babe!
What?
You still on the pill?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, my God. Thank you. In conclusion, Chinese calendars are weird and I don't like them. Just do what I do and buy a regular American calendar with pictures of dragons on it. Then, every year can be the Year of the Dragon.
Thank you, Sir Jeremy.
Today's Indie Game stars an acrobatic janitor.
Yes, and if you're following along at home, acrobatic janitor can be found on page 13 of the Pereira Sutra, so just turn right to it.
If AAA titles aren't your thing and you found yourself stricken with a case of the boredoms lately, then fret no more as we've got the latest indie games on Steam to get you going again. Can't wait for the next bit of Portal DLC and need something to tide you over? Then scratch your first-person puzzling itch with Cube. Resembling Portal without GLaDOS and portal guns, you wake up in a sterile environment equipped with a pair of special gloves that grant you the ability to manipulate the colored cubes around you, which each have their own reactions to your gloves. To progress through the stages, you'll need to solve puzzles by using every cube available to you in that situation. But once you start to get confident in your puzzle-solving skills, the game throws in a monkey wrench with a disorienting lights-out mode. This new mode only lets you see one color at a time, requiring you to use your memory to solve it. You can download Cube for your PC through Steam for only $15. Next, we go from one of the most pristine environments to one of the filthiest, and it's your job to clean it up in Dust Force. A bizarre mashup of parkour and custodians, this stunning 2D platformer has you playing as one of 4 acrobatic janitors, fighting off the forces of filth with their trusty brooms as efficiently as possible. Dust Force also includes local multiplayer modes like King of the Hill that has you competing to capture certain areas, and a survival mode where each fighter has a limited amount of lives. With the level editor due out soon, Dust Force is worth every one of the 999 pennies it costs to play on PC. And finally, we haven't forgotten about you Mac gamers. For you, we have the 2D platformer Storm in a Teacup. Originally released on iOS, you play as Storm, a teacup-bound kid who is trapped in his brother's dream and can only escape by solving puzzles and dodging the dangerous obstacles in his path. In order to complete a level, you'll need to collect all of the sugar cubes and a hidden sticker without dying. The stickers you find are used to unlock extra content like customized looks for Storm, as well as survival and bonus modes for added challenges. You can currently find Storm in a Teacup available on both PC and Macs for only $4.24 in the Steam store. What are you waiting for? Ward off the beast known as boredom with a little help from a computer and these fun new indie games.
Oh my God, James!
Still ahead! We must go back to NAMM to lust after new music here.
Yes, and then shortly thereafter, Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory will be here live.
Here's a question for you. Would you compete in a demolition derby without a seatbelt if you never had to deal with traffic again? You logged on to G4TV.com and told us what you thought. We'll have the results after the break.
This sucks.
The results are in, and about 67% of you said you would compete in a demolition derby without a seatbelt if you never had to deal with traffic again. Or you could just get a helicopter. Head over to G4TV.com for more questions like this and tell us just how far you'd go.
Oh, you think you're so important, so you tweet us. Well, you are. So we're going to read your tweets. How sweet is that?
I think it's very sweet, and we should read them.
Okay. Let's do that. You want to read one?
Stewie1214. Candace is wearing pants today. That means we need to see the difference between a leap and a jump.
This is true. This is
right,
true.
let me
Because
take
you
my
were
shoes
letting it
off.
all hang out yesterday,
Okay.
so we couldn't show this.
Yeah, I didn't want the cooch to show. Okay.
Yep.
Jump.
Got
Any
it?
sort of jump, whether it's whatever. Okay. But a leap
That was a Mario
is
in
when
there.
you like go like that. It's from one leg to the other.
Amazing.
difference.
Now show us a Belgian dip.
No, I don't know
No?
what that
But a Portuguese squat.
is. Okay,
No?
Kevin. You want to read another one?
These are all, yeah, let's read one more. Currently, Joe pours 40 on the ground for the homie Lucky, the fair rabbit. Aww. I asked Candace how Lucky went, and she said apparently you can snuggle something a little too much, too tight.
That is not what happened.
Don't feel sorry for Lucky.
That is not what happened.
I feel like I get that you were trying to fill him with cuddles, but Bunny's got to breathe.
She had a parasite. If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS and use the hashtag AOTS.
Time for the news, everybody.
Underwood, assemble!
I will say I had a Lucky growing up too, and he died too soon as well. There's something to that name. It's not a Lucky.
Yeah, ironic, isn't it?
I know,
It is ironic.
Don't you think?
Anyways, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Wednesday, January 25th, and here are your top stories. Rumors are swirling that Microsoft will replace the Xbox 360 with a new machine next year. According to IGN, the so-called 720 will likely have a multi-display 1080p output and support 3D games and movies. The rumored hardware is said to be 6 times more powerful than the current Xbox. Dev kits are expected to go out in August, so there will be some new titles for launch day. G4TV.com will keep you updated on the new model until it ships. Let's just hope an Xbox that's 6 times faster, it isn't 6 times hotter and louder. Or it'd be like playing a leaf blower, and that's not good. Oh, and hey, all you crazy inventors out there, Walmart, they want to sell your stuff. The king of big box stores just announced a contest called Get on the Shelf. that will let one lucky winner sell their gadget or gizmo in Walmart stores. So far, entries include a sports drink, hand wipes, and dog booties, which means the playing field is wide open on this one. To enter, go to GetOnTheShelf.com. Voting starts March 7th. Now we have some bad news for WoW and StarCraft fans. BlizzCon 2012, it has been canceled. For the first time since 2007, Blizzard, the developer behind mega hits like World of Warcraft and Diablo, is taking a year off from its annual convention. A spokesman claims that a, quote, jam-packed schedule that included finishing games like Diablo 3 as well as WoW and StarCraft expansion packs have made the con in 2012 impossible. Look, on the bright side, at least no one will hurt themselves during a BlizzCon dance contest this year, like our favorite flailing lizard kid.
Leave me when I'm at my worst. We have a broken leg.
Turns out gaming your entire life, it's not so good for bone density. And finally, if you're into wine tasting, you probably have quite the vocabulary of flavor descriptions. Well, now you can add extraterrestrial to your list. That's because a winemaker in Chile has added a bit of meteorite to his Cabernet grapes. Meteorito wine is a Cabernet Sauvignon that's been fermented with a small piece of a 4.5 billion-year-old space rock that crashed into South America almost 6,000 years ago. According to the winemaker, the infusion gives the wine a, quote, livelier taste. Whatever, I can sell you wine with rocks in it for like $10. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now back over to...
You've just been lurked.
Kevin! You're getting way too good at this.
Kevin, you have been lurking all week. It's
Yes?
time to put it down.
No! Professional lurkers, you can't. That's in my blood, baby. That's
We need
it's
an
in the
intervention.
DNA. And listen, if you guys at home think you can lurk better than me, some people have been tweeting me photos of them lurking
Oh, yeah?
around schools and
Are
whatnot.
they
I don't
good?
recommend that, by the way. But if you think you can lurk better than myself, prove it. Tweet us your photos to @AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS. Let us know you're lurking, and we might actually show the best lurkers on our show tomorrow. So
Great, that's
hop
gonna be
behind
great.
your couch, snap a photo, get behind the TV. It's easy. Use your cell phones. All right, attack of the show. We went back to NAMM, and it was hell because we left some boys behind.
No, we
I'll
went
tell you,
back
there's
to
one-
NAMM. It's a CES of music, not the Vietnam War.
But it was still hell. I can hear it now. And I
No,
can see it. The
no.
whites of their eyes when they play the little iPad
Okay, oh
instruments.
no.
Blowing on a saxophone.
Kelly
they were
Beckett
everywhere.
had a
Rice
good time
patties.
checking out the latest
Driving
music
Jeeps
gear.
and playing flutes. Huh?
Just show it.
All right.
If music is your passion, then NAMM's where you come to fall in love. I found my passion when I was just a little girl back home in London. If making beats is your thing, I have something perfect for you. Beat Thing. It's an all-in-one portable workstation. It's like having a beat machine, it's like having a sampler, and it also is like a keyboard. You can play chords, you can play melodies on this. The cool thing about this, it has over 3,000 samples that you can use. As you can see on the back here as well, if you have your own music library, you can plug it into your computer, or you can put in your memory card here, and all your samples will go into this machine. It's $9.99, it's available now, and if that still doesn't tempt you, it just won Most Innovative DJ Product Award at the show. This really is a cool product. I want to see what this can do. Guys, hit it. There seems to be touchscreens everywhere, and today at NAMM is no different. This is the KS 1974 made by Smithson Martin, run on emulator software, and it just sits on top of your software, so you've no need for buttons. It's basically like having your DJ setup. The also cool thing about this is you can completely customize your setup. But this doesn't only just work on DJ equipment, it can be used as a lighting system. Anything that uses a MIDI controller, this can be used on. It's priced at $2,500, it's out next month. It's just a beautiful piece of equipment. I think I'm gonna have a go at DJing on this. Let's give this a shot. Are you guys ready to rock? I have something perfect for you. It's the Alesis DM Dock for iPad. Basically, get your iPad, slot it in here, instant drum kit. It's a very simple drag drop system here. Just grab whatever drum you want, drag and drop here. It's really cool as well because you can actually record your drum session that you've just done. If you have a drum kit as well, take off this whole system, hook it onto your drum kit, you can have those drum noises here as well. It also has 13 inputs connecting the drum and cymbal pads. Guys, this is $249. It's available this summer, and I think I need to get out some inner aggression. Well, that's it for NAMM 2012. I got my paws on some of the best gear on the market, which got me inspired to take up a new instrument for this year. Oh, my neighbours are gonna hate me! Woo! Thanks, Kelly!
We'll never forget your service, Kelly.
Programming note.
What?
Blade's gonna have to cut a bitch.
Oh, that's right. Marvel's stabbiest character. It's not Wolverine. It's Blade. So you're going to see him poke holes and mean people or whatever he does. Only on G4.
Specifically, Friday at 11.
Yes. Good specificity.
Yes. Stay tuned. Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory will be here live.
Oh, my God.
Don't miss it.
Am I asking him questions?
Yes.
Great.
You are.
I'm very excited. He has a show that big banged the crap out of American Idol in the ratings, and I love that.
I'm Dr. Sheldon Cooper, and welcome to the premiere episode of Sheldon Cooper Presents Fun with Flags. Over the next 52 weeks, you and I are going to explore the dynamic world of vexillology.
Hang on, Dr. C. What's vexillology?
Vexillology is the study of flags.
Cool. I think I just learned something.
Did you have fun doing it?
I'll say.
Please welcome back Jim Parsons, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. You have been to this set many times. I have had the pleasure to sit next to you.
No, you've always managed to be gone when I'm
grill you
here.
with questions.
But the set has grown since it's different.
It's grown up a little bit.
Same
it's
size, but a different shape.
We got a gift card to a Best Buy, so we just went crazy in the plasmas. That was
a good Christmas present.
So congrats to us for the set. Congrats to you on 100 episodes.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're in 5th season now.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, syndication is when other networks are going to just run this thing all the time, anytime. You're going to be the Housewives at 11 a.m. are going to love it.
That's right.
Stoners at 3 a.m. are going to watch it for the 4th time.
That's what I'm hoping.
All across the country. So now you're set. You're done, right? That's got to feel amazing.
Are you saying I should retire?
No. Well, you can if you want. Right now, you have that security and that ability.
Maybe
F
I
you
should
money
call
is
an
what I'm
accountant
saying. That's
first.
what the kids say.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's hard for me. If I have FU money, it's hard for me to accept that I have that yet. You know, I feel that I honestly, there's a really part of my brain that worries, and it's getting better as the years go by. But I still get concerned that at the end of this show, I'll be back on unemployment, and that I don't know where I'll be hired again next.
But that's a real.
No, it's not pity. You know, I just.
By the way, he's not going to be back on unemployment.
No, that's the truth of it.
It's
You're
going
right.
to be okay.
I mean, unless I do something wild and crazy, and by that I mean really crazy and probably drug-addled, then I won't.
Yeah, but then you launch a comedy tour around it and put it on Stickcam, and the kids love you. You know what I mean?
You really
It's
have
fine.
me a made man. I like
Winning.
this.
You're
Yeah,
set.
I'm winning no matter what.
Speaking of those fans online, the Twitter kids want you on Twitter so bad. They ask for it. You're not on there?
Well,
officially.
I am a little bit. No, I'm not officially. I have an account, and it's not under my name. It's under a pseudonym, I guess we say. And I don't tweet. I just follow. And it's few sports things I follow and a few political things I follow and like a news thing that I follow.
So you're lurking on Twitter.
I'm getting access to news. Twitter's an excellent way to get like news feed and updates really quick or whatever.
Know exactly what someone thought about their ham sandwich. Done.
That I don't care about. See, that's the problem I have with Twitter. And more importantly, I don't want to share that with anybody. If I like my ham sandwich, that's my business. But I have started putting out a couple of little tweets to. I tweeted to 2 sports figures who Houston Texans, who put up a hell of an effort in a losing battle, but I didn't want them to feel discouraged, and so I wrote them.
I thought you were going to say you flamed them left and right on Twitter.
No, I said you were incredible today, and I don't want them to feel discouraged and leave the sport. And but I do.
That's not how trolling works on Twitter.
I'm not trolling.
I know, but no one creates a fake account to say positive things about people on Twitter.
It's not important that it's from me. I just want them to know somebody cares. And then I tweeted, the Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, who recently retired. She was shot last year, and she put together her video to retire, and it was really moving and really well done. And so I tweeted to her that I really thought it was a beautiful video, and I'd be thinking of her as she kept recovering.
Behind the anonymous veil, you're the sweetest guy on the internet. That's really...
Well, I don't want to use it for the anonymous slams, because that's so easy and it's so common. You know what I mean? And there's plenty of people that slam things, even me in our show or whatever, and they don't have a face or whatever. And that's fine. It's free country. But it's still, I'd rather not use it for that.
Right. But now, so if you're tweeting to football players, I'm assuming then that means you're watching the game, or at least following the ESPN Twitter feed.
Yeah.
Are you a big footballer?
I wasn't. Obviously, I've never played any sports, but I very early on in my life, I got interested in tennis. Watching it, I understood this. I felt like this mano-a-mano competitive thing. I could really understand that mental, emotional aspect to it. And I kind of translated that for me into team sports, where I see the solo effort, or even a team effort, and there's something to me really moving about that, and oddly relatable in my own life. That sounds strange, I know, but I really do enjoy it. And so football was kind of my final quest of sport that I hadn't gone after.
Are you a passive watcher, though, or do you do the fantasy
I've become more,
things?
now I'm fantasy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm with...
You've crossed over to the dark side.
I did. I love it. It's really one of my favorite things in the world now. There's nothing like in the middle of the day going, I don't want to think about any of the crap I'm supposed to, and I'd like to know who's not starting this week, And I go there. I'm with Kunal, in a league with Kunal, who's on my show, and I was in last place.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I think I get first pick next year in the draft, though.
Okay. I know some leagues will do like a booby prize. Either you get a couple bucks or you get an RC car or something.
No, I got no booby prize. But first pick next year would make me very happy.
That'd be
a
huge.
Prize. Yeah.
So, all right. So positive lurking, chicken soup for the trolling soul on Twitter.
Yes.
Fantasy football. What other uses are you finding for this crazy internet of ours?
Well, funnily, I recently purchased a piano, which was a big purchase for me, but I had room in my house for it, and I had played for years. But I hadn't taken lessons in like 18 years. And you can take lessons online. Like I had sheet music for Debussy's Clair de Lune, this classical piece, and I was like, it's a beautiful song, I wanted to play it. There is a man who teaches it measure by measure on YouTube, and I'm about halfway through it right now. And then the other thing I found
does he have the crazy bearded, braids in his beard and a tie-dye shirt and a wizard hat?
No, he's some man in Philadelphia who is a trained musician, obviously. It's a hell of a lesson. And then I wanted to play something the other day. I had a hankering for it, and I thought, you know what? And sure enough, you can go online, download the music, and print it out, and suddenly you have sheet music. I know I sound like an old man who's just learned how to use it, but it's an amazing thing.
You said, and by the way, that Werther's, they've got a website as well. You can see how they're made. That's delicious. Just unwrap them and put your cats off the piano and play. That would sound eld, but no. But finding sheet music is like, if you've ever played or it's.
Well, you don't have to go to the store.
You got to go to a store. It's always awkward at a store that sells sheet music.
And even then, they may not have it, or it's just the vocal part, and you want the whatever.
This internet thing is going to take off.
It's really going to work. It is.
And I truly hope, I guarantee you, there are millions of people, not watching us, there's 12, but I mean, there are people out there that want to know what you had for lunch. So if we can get you on Twitter, we would happily set up an account for you.
I will tell you today I had a turkey sandwich with avocado and mayo.
Get that out there. Create the account now. Get it verified. The world has a right to know. Turkey stand with the Avo. Jim Parsons, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Real pleasure. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You guys can catch The Big Bang Theory Thursday night on CBS. Oh, by the way, we sent our fans to cover the Tokyo Auto Salon, so watch that now.
What's going on, G4? My name's Ralph, and I'm here at the 2012 Tokyo Auto Salon in the land of the rising sun. We made our journey out here to Tokyo to check out all the new performance products before they hit the shelves in the streets near you. Let's go inside and check it out. I'm here in front of the top secret booth. These guys are known worldwide. These are two brand new Skylines that they've taken and extensively modified. These guys are well known for making lots of custom parts for these cars. What is the main parts that you guys focus on the most?
All right, we are basically focused on the performance parts like superchargers, brake systems, exhaust systems.
Okay, so you guys do lots of research and development to make sure the parts fit just right, so a guy like me at home can just bolt it on my car. They say they make everything to pretty much bolt right on, so you don't really have to worry too much about doing lots of modifications and stuff like that. HPI, #1 over here. That's what he's saying. Check me out. Oil cooler lines, transmission oil coolers, more oil coolers, cold air intakes. I mean, oil catch cans. This thing's carbon fiber. It saves just that extra weight that you need. I was just taking a walk around here, just browsing around a little bit. And I mean, this booth really caught my eye. And I couldn't help but notice some of these crazy carbon things right here. Can you show me this stuff and maybe tell me a little bit more about it?
Yes, full carbon, 100% carbon.
Okay, yeah, it looks good. It's very light as well, man. Very light, yeah.
More than 7 kilograms. It's very light.
So this is a whole Nissan GTR door right here.
Yes.
Wow, man, this thing is amazingly light. I spent 2 days inside and I still haven't seen everything and every haul that they've had to offer. I saw a little bit of the D1 drifting yesterday and got a whiff of that sweet tire burning, and I think that's the first thing that I'm gonna hit up. Let's go check it out. So that's a wrap for day 3 of the Tokyo Auto Salon. We got to see over, I'd say, 600 cars and over 300 vendors were here. Thank you, G4, for making me a part of y'all's viewer army. I really appreciated this opportunity that y'all supplied to me, and hopefully y'all will see me next time somewhere else getting sideways or something like that. Peace.
Yes, thank you, good sir. The Japanese cars, fewer tentacles than I would have thought. I'm not gonna lie. Surprised to see that.
If you want to enlist in our viewer army and cover an event for us, go to g4tv.com/viewerarmy for more details.
Yes, still ahead, everybody. Liam Neeson fights wolves in his new movie, so guess how many times you'll see it.
All the times. I don't know. We talk to the casting crew of The Great up next.
If you're tired of the same old puzzle games and looking for something a little more unique, then check out the 16-bit PlayStation exclusive, Where Is My Heart? Inspired by events from its creator's past, the game has you guiding a family of adorable lost monsters through mind-bending puzzles on their quest to find their home tree. You're in control of one of 3 monsters at any one time, with the ability to switch between them on the fly, often requiring you to use the others as living ladders in order to reach places that they couldn't on their own. Levels are made up of a myriad of individual frames, each with a different view of the overall map. You'll need to navigate the frames in order to avoid deadly obstacles and collect hearts in your path. Eventually, you'll come across special power-ups that transform the monsters into unique creatures with useful abilities. The Antler Ancestor can double jump, the Bat King can see hidden paths, and the Rainbow Spirit can rotate the entire map, allowing her to jump from frame to frame. So, if you're in the market for a puzzler that might distort your mind a bit, well then download Where Is My Heart from the PlayStation Store for only $6.99, or you can pick it up for free if you're a Plus member.
That's great, beautiful.
That's a keeper.
Aww.
What are you kidding?
There he is.
coming up tomorrow on an all-new Attack of the Show. Kick-ass gladiator Liam McIntyre will be here with tales of sex and violence from Spartacus Vengeance. Then Jessica Chobot gets a rad job at toy maker Gentle Giant and designs her very own custom Hulk. Plus, Tiffany Smith hangs out of a building with Sam Worthington and Elizabeth Banks from Man on the Ledge. See it tomorrow. Chris Gore got to talk to Liam Neeson about punching wolves.
Would it have killed Neeson to punch Gore? I mean, I'm saying, same room.
Nice, doggy. Well, maybe not so nice. In The Gray, Liam Neeson and company are forced to channel their inner werewolves in order to survive a horrific plane crash and the relentless attacks from a pack of hungry wolves.
Go! And into the tree!
I really don't want to go into the wilderness after seeing this. What was it like to brave those elements?
Well, the first week, especially now, was intense. We were way up in British Columbia. It was minus 40 degrees. I remember after our first day, I thought this will be impossible to finish because the cameras were seizing up, equipment was seizing up because it was so cold. And we were seizing up.
What are you doing? I said we need a fire. It's about 10 below and drop it.
Everything you see in the movie is what we were doing, and that was Carnahan's original intention. He wasn't just going to hire anybody either. He was going to make sure in our auditions that he knew he could stand up to the conditions.
Jesus, they're right on us! Don't look back!
These guys are in a place they do not belong. Human beings do not belong where they are. So you're going to be beset by all these forms of nature, you know, and it's wild, and it's vicious, and it's unpredictable. Tell me about working with the wolves.
I never had to work with real wolves now. I know they shot some sequences with real wolves, but the animatronic ones were still frightening.
I worked with the real wolves by proxy. I had fallen from the tree, yes, and I had perished. Right? So the following day, they brought in the dummy with the meat suit and the real wolves.
So you were effectively a meat puppet.
I have always been a meat puppet.
From sub-zero temps to man-eating wolves, The Gray, it will make you appreciate the warm theater you're sitting in and the rabid dog that's not tearing the flesh from your ass. Down, boy! Down, boy!
Just to be clear, how many times are you going to see that movie?
All of the times. Still don't get it.
Many thanks to Jim Parsons. He was adorable. Chris Gore.
So
I heart you. I'm glad you didn't get punched with the bottle and knuckle things. And Kelly Beckett, thank you.
And Sarah
Underwood as well. Mostly me. Thank you for being here to watch
Candace
me.
Bailey.